Yo, morning. So me and Jack, we have got another garden lighting design to do today. So we've just got first fix basically to do for another landscaper that I've not worked for before. It's all new, but I have worked for this client before, and they've insisted on using us. So that is what we are up to today. So like I say, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button in the corner if you like it. So let's run you through the job. So this it's all been dug out. This is obviously day one for us. So it's all been dug out. When I first came to price this job up, there was a massive pond and all sorts of stuff. So there is an armoured that runs all the way to this building behind. So the armoured runs in there, and there's a little board down there. Not the best board, I'm going to be honest. Which I'm sure the client will know when he watches this that I'm not lying. So plan for us, okay? So there's going to be a single socket down here, a double socket down this side, and then they're planning to put like the festoon lighting, or I think that's what you call it. So that's going to go down the fences later on down the line, and then where me and Jack are standing, so this is going to be a patio area, believe it or not. So the pathway is going to be through the middle, so me and Jack are going to be putting in some ground lights, and then we're going to wire them up. Inside there's like a cupboard in there, but I can't get in there yet because I'm just waiting for the landscapers to turn up, because I can't get in that building. And then we're going to wire it up with some kinetic switching. That's the plan. So for us, as usual, we got obviously everything's armoured. We're going to be making our own little pots. So like I say, if you've watched the last video, you'll see the finished article, but this is us doing it on another job. So what we'll do, we'll get ourselves set up, we'll plan out. I need to ring the landscape and find out when he's going to turn up. And then, like I say, we'll jump back in and show you our setup. So what we normally do, okay, so we use a bit of like 4-inch pipe, and then what we're going to do, so for example, like here, ignore this is some CCTV installers. So essentially that's going to go in the ground like that, and then we're going to use a bit of Copex to come out of there into a Whisker 308 here, and then we're going to run a bit of flex out and then leave that long so we can do our weatherproof joints, and then we're going to gel it. And obviously if you don't know what gel is, it's basically a 2-part mixed gel. So you've got this here, so you've got your 2 parts to it, so you've got a gel and then essentially an activator. Fill that up completely, and then once you've filled that up, sorry it's a bit bright really, once you've filled that up, it then comes completely weather tight. I wasn't entirely sure, to be honest, but then I spoke to Whisker themselves directly, and they said, yeah, as soon as you gel it up, you can completely submerge it, done. Because obviously it's going to be under the patio. But the reason why I do it like this way is because lights don't last forever. So if something goes wrong with it, I then have got the joint that we put on. Obviously we'll show you on second fix on probably another video. Then obviously we've got the joint connected. We can just disconnect it, swap out the light, and then obviously put it back in. We haven't got to mess about with any more of the wiring. Today's video is sponsored by Tradeify. For those of you who don't know what Tradeify is, it is a job management software. So for that, you do all your invoicing, estimates. You know, obviously if you've got multiple lads working for you, you can send them jobs, you know, and they can put all their details in. The key thing for us is that it saves me absolutely tons and tons and tons of hours and hours in the evening. So once you've set it up with all, like for example, ground lights, I'll charge X amount. There's 6 ground lights in here, or 4 ground lights in here. Literally just put 4 in, works it all out for you, send it, done. You can, so like on site, if the customer went, actually I want 4 more down there, just add another 4 on, done. So like I say, there's a 14-day free trial. I'll put the link in the description below, and if you use the promo code GHAWK50, you'll get 50% off for the first 3 months. So can't say fairer than that. Go and check them out. Okay, landscapers are in, so they've also, I mean, how good's this? They've actually marked out exactly where they want the lights, and where the slabs are going to fall. So both sides. What? Tell you what, happy days, work for these boys again. So yeah, you don't say get much better than that, because normally it's like, yeah, well, it's over there, but not here. That's happy days. So the other thing we would just like to point out, or they would like to point out, is the eco drain system, because it's going to be all the way around. That is way overkill, and it wasn't down for them to go, yes, we're going to put that amount of eco drains in because you don't need it. But I think what it is more for the client is symmetry. I think that's basically why he wants all that in. But yeah, so now we know where they're going to be. So the cables, because the ecos have to go tight up to the building. This is all like the previous CCTV things. So what we're going to do is bring all our first fix armoured up to here, and then we're going to have to sort of swoop them in and across. Maybe I can drill it out and come into here, but that's essentially what we're going to have to do for those bits. So yeah, so we'll set you up on time lapse, and then we'll get cracking, because we do need to get on. Okay, girls and boys, so we have got all the cables roughly laid and in place. So we've made up our little collars, so we just used a bit of Copex and stuff down there, and that's going to essentially, that's roughly where that's going to sit. And then Jack's put all these terminations and stuff on, so as you've seen, we're going through. Like I say, we have to keep this closed, because if not, when we gel it, that's all going to flow out. And also I don't want anything then tracking back through there and then back into here. So the plan is for us, we've just tested it, so we've tested it all out. So we've gone to our last leg, and then obviously to the two, make sure that's all good, all continuity is good, insulation resistance is all back up, bang on. So the next plan for us is to gel it. So what we're going to do is we use our gel kit, which is this one. So however much of the blue stuff you put in, you match it up with like the activator into the pot, and then you basically give it the old twisty and then fill it completely and utterly, fill it. So that's what we're going to do now. So, and then once that's done, it takes, I can't remember what it is, 10 minutes to cure at 20 degrees. So it's about 20 degrees now, so it should be pretty good. So what we'll do, once we've gelled all those up, Jack's then going to carry on like burying these, because we want to bury all the cables, get them underneath all this, because obviously there's stone and stuff going all on top of this. Bury that, and those collars that we've made, they're going to be sitting, so that's your finished height. So you've got to remember, that's your slab's going to be up to that height, and obviously you've got slab and bits and bobs. So we're going to set those in, so they're about there. And then luckily enough, the landscapers are actually going to cut all the holes in the slabs for us. So, and I'll show you the tool that we're going to use, well, leave for them to do that. So we're going to get on with that. We'll get all the gel in, and then we'll leave the very last one, and then later on we'll show you what the gel's actually like, and it just covers everything. So yeah, but we always use gloves because it ends up a bit skanky on your hands. That's what I don't like. So just disposable gloves, and it's sorts that out. Okay, so we are getting there now. So we've got these all dropped in, so they're all ready to go on here. So we'll just clear a bit of the soil out. We'll tell the landscapers to try and keep it that way. So using marker tape, so you put your soil down first, and then you can use sand, which is another option to do it, but it's loose soil that's going in, and then marker tape, and then we can put all the rest of the stuff on top of it. So yes, so I just thought I'd show you this, the joint and gel basically. So this is the actual gel itself. So obviously it's gone off now, and it's a bit weird really how it all feels, but you can see how all the conductors are all underneath, that's the key thing, to make sure that they're all completely submerged. So when you seal it, that's it, done. The other way you can do it, if you've got some of the Whisker do these things. Hold on, I'll just tighten this up before I forget. But Whisker do these bits. Okay, so what you do is you knock out one of the tops there, and they do like a cap or a bung cap or something like that. But every time I come to do the garden stuff, I forget to order them, which is really annoying, because then you can completely fill the entire thing. But as long as those connectors and all the cables and stuff are underneath all the gel, you're okay. So yeah, so we're nearly there now. So last little push on this, and then we can hand this back over to the landscapers, because they've been waiting for us, to be fair, because they want to get in all the acos and stuff down that side. So they've been sitting in the van patiently. So 2 seconds, and as if by magic, it will be done. Right, so we're pretty much all done here for first fix. So earlier on I mentioned about the cutter that we use for the slabs that we're going to leave for the lads, and it's basically that. So it's like a diamond tipped hole saw essentially, that you go into your it goes into your 4-inch grinder. What we normally do, and same as what the lads do, is, sorry Jack, you want to unlock the van, is that we normally make a bit of a template and then use the clamps, clamp it down, drill through it, and then you get a nice square cut on there. So I'm just going to quickly show you what we've been doing, and then that's it, us for today. Right, so we're all sorted now. So we've got all these all ready to go. So the lads are in getting all the ACO stuff sorted now, and they've been very patient. They've had to wait for me, and yeah, so I'm pretty sure they'll be glad to be cracking on. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit the subscribe button in the corner. Leave your comments below as usual, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers guys, take care.